then we cannot attain this goal. For this reason I said, this Rag Bhakti is called Lobhamay Bhakti. When this lobe, greed arises, how will you understand that he is to come bring buttermilk to Raghunath Das Goswami, and Raghunath Das had love and affection for this old Brajavasi, where he came from Bengal and to live in Braj. This love and affection developed, left his family, friends, relatives, and not considered his own needs and absorbed in his bhajan. For this reason, seeing the renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami, his heart melted. Sometimes Raghunath used to go for bhiksha, sometimes not. He used to be absorbed in Radha and Govinda. If somebody gives, he was to accept. If not, saying Harade, Harade. He used to cry. Kako Bharagadayatya Vacha Yache Nipatya. In this way he was crying and performing his bhajan. So this old Brajavasi used to regularly come and give some buttermilk for him in the hot summer season, especially cooling. The body stays cool. So every day this Brajavasi brought this buttermilk for Raghunath Das Goswami. In one leaf cup, and quite a large leaf cup. And he brought some buttermilk. Even Brahma and demigods were bemused by his renunciation. They were astonished by his renunciation. We cannot reach that kind of level of renunciation. We need this sabji, we need that desire. Yet Raghunath Goswami was very austere. So he started to give Raghunath Das, he asked, where did you get such a large container of buttermilk? Usually you bring small. Brajavasi said, today I went to Sakhistali, meaning Chandravali's place. And there, and I brought it from there. Hearing this, absorbed in his bhav, his mood, and as a kinkari of Srimati Radhika. Hearing just the name of Sakhistali and Chandravali's name, took a stick in his hand and started to chase him. How dare you go to Sakhistali, who gives pain to Srimati Radhika. Krishna, who would use deceitful ways, takes Krishna to her kunj. That same Chandravali, hearing, he became angry. The Brajavasi ran away. Why are we listening to this Harikatha? If you want to stay in Vrindavan, where will you stay? Seva Kunj Nidhuvan, Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, Giriraj Govardhan, Barsana, Jawad, Kokilavan, those places that are prominently Srimati Radhika performed her pastimes with Shri Krishna. We should stay there. So the greed to rise is due to this, and the third reason, realizing one's constitutional position, one's swarup. So these three characteristics are symptoms of greed. Rasik Vaishnav Kasan. Vrindavan Vas, Rasik Vaishnav Sang. First, following the rules and regulations of Vedic Bhakti first. Secondly, it's stay in Vrindavan, where Srimati Radhika performed her pastimes, not where Chandravali is. And third, remembering or considering your swarup, remembering the eightfold pastimes of the Lord. In Rag Vartma Chandrika, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is describing this. This is, it is said, after many lifetimes of accumulated Sukriti, one cannot attain this Braj Prem. The only way to attain it is through the purchase at any cost. Wherever it is available. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, say more. Mahaprabhu says, it's okay, this is okay, but say more. Then Ramananda, he spoke about Dasya Bhav, Sakhya Madhurya. Bhakti starts from Dasya, because there is Seva Vritti, tendency to serve. Shanta. First there is Shantaras, and there is only Nishta and Shanta. There's no serviceable mood. And 10 types of Rasmai Bhakti. Shanta. 12. So 5 of Mukha Ras, And 7, Gonar. In Shantaras there is no servile mood, just Nishta. Saying that the Lord is Atmaram Aptakam. He does not eat himself and nor does he feed anyone else. At least if you don't eat, you can feed others. Even if, referring to the devotee Bhakta, even if you don't eat, at least you can offer to others. There is that type of devotee who does not eat himself, nor do they offer to others. Which one are you? Rag Lekha, she comes to listen. Comes to listen to Harikatha. Gurudev used to say, have you offered anything to Thakurji? I know you don't eat, but have you offered anything to Thakurji? I understand you cannot digest, but at least you can feed somebody else. If you want to renounce, you can renounce. But at least the others you should feed generously. So like this, Santa Ras devotees there do not eat themselves, nor do they feed the Lord, thinking that the Lord is Atmaram Aptakam. Shanta is considered because it has Nishtha, like the backbone of Bhakti, the foundation of Bhakti, Nishtha. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said we can move forward with Nishtha. The ocean of divine love can increase through Nishtha. There is no service. Thinking that God is Brahma, Parabrahma, Bhagavan, and very silent, not speaking, is staying in one place. The devotee stays in some cave on some mountain, meditating on the Lord. And nor do they know how to cook, nor do they know how to eat, nor do they know how to feed others. At least do something. Do something for others. This is Shantaras, Nishtha. Predominance of Nishtha, or Nishtha only. Prem starts from Dasya. Dasya, there is some servile mood in the practitioner. There is Nishtha also, according to Nishtha towards one's object of worship. The example is given of Hanuman. He cannot live without serving Lord Ramchandra. This, so many times we've spoken. Like the past time when he came to Lakshman and asked for some service. He says, there's no service here for you. Just go and eat some fruit and, be happy. And it's a long pastime. Like this, Hanuman is in Dasya. Perfect Dasya. There is two types of Dasya, Aishwarya and Madhuryamayi. Hanuman has this servile mood, but he considers his object of worship as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's known as Sambhram Buddhi. That means that he is elder to me. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the other is Dasya, is in the mood of Madhurya, like Raktak and Patrak. There are two personalities in Dasya Bhav. Dasya Ras. Their speciality is that they do not think that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they believe themselves to be the servant of Nanda and Yashoda, but they serve Krishna. In Sakharas, there's one Vishramba Shaka and again Aishwarya, full of opulence and sweetness. The example given Vibhishan in the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. He is a friend. Sugriv is a friend of Lord Ramchandra. But he's somewhat freeful. But Sudam and Sridham, without this consideration that they are the Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they have so much love and affection for Him. In Seva there should be some sambandha and mamata, possessiveness and relationship. Then this service can increase. Just like the heart of a mother, with the same mamata, possessiveness, she has love and devotion for her child. There's tadatya bhav, meaning they are mine or I am theirs. So these three things, nishtha, seva vritti and possessiveness, this captivates the heart very tightly, that this is mine. This is what Subal and Sridham they feel. They fight with Krishna. No. And seva vritti is through love and affection with relationship. This realization in the heart, the Swarupa Anubandhi Vritti. Remember this, when the jiva is in the Tatashta Shakti, this tendency is already there in that jiva. It cannot be changed. If it's Sakharas, it will stay Sakharas. This potency, by the inconceivable potency of the Lord, so these different rasis, Sakha, Vatsalya, Madhurya. Why this discrimination? He does not discriminate. But by Yogamaya and the inconceivable potency of the Lord, to increase the loving relationships between his devotees, one goes towards to Shringaras and another to another ras. Like in Brajnab, whatever mantra the Guru has given, they are chanting that mantra. But Brajnath, Sakhar, he went to Sakharas, and Vijay Kumar went to Shringaras. Guru was one. The mantra was one. How did this happen? At the time of the Jiva's manifestation in the Tathastha Shakti, this vritti, Srupa Anubandha vritti, that manifest, and by performing bhajan and sadhan, the Sri Guru and the Lord cannot change. That which is will be. You have that potency. For this reason, Jiva Goswami in Priti Sambhava is saying, on the bank of the Ganga, you have planted 5 types of different seeds. One is mango, one karela. It's so sweet, karela. No, bitter. You're all nodding your head as if it is true that the karela is sweet. Whatever Guruji is saying, yes, it's true. There's one devotee. Whatever the Guru says, he says, but this is correct, yes, this is correct. And the disciple says, even if I say wrong, you're saying this is right. The disciple says, Guru can never be wrong. Whatever you say is right. So one day you said, Narad's pastime, what is the Lord doing? He's taking one needle and threading one thread through the needle. But today, he was hathi. Needle. So on that day he was threading the thread through the needle. Another day he was saying, what did you see the Lord do today? Today I saw the Lord, he was taking anchor. He was trying to thread an elephant through the eye of the needle. Is this possible or not? Yes, it's possible. This verse says about the inconceivable potency of the Lord. The Lord can thread an elephant through the eye of a needle. We cannot do this. This is the opulence of the Lord. Akartum anyatha kartum. What is not possible becomes possible by the Lord. Can we push an elephant through the eye of a needle? You can if the needle is very big. Sorry, that's my interpretation. So the Lord can do anything. Oh Gurudev, you cannot speak any lie. Well, as I said, Karela is sweet. Why not? The Karela is sweet. You can eat Karela raw. A little bitter. Some Karela is so bitter. It's like poison when you put a little bit in your mouth. And Jiva Goswami Pad is giving this example. So there's 5 different types of seeds you put on the bank of the Ganga, and you put mango seed, Kerala seed, and other types of seeds. Or one sun, one type of water, one type of soil. But only Kerala will give a Kerala plant, mango will give a mango plant. In the same way, when the jiva manifests by the desire of the Lord, that potency is within you. And the other example is given. Samudra mein? Ship, oyster, coral, coral shell, oyster. When oyster opens its mouth, when during the constellation of Swatik, and the water drops into that open oyster shell, then that pearl develops inside. When that same water from that constellation falls on the top of the head of an elephant, another jewel is manifest, another type of. In the head of a snake, it's called a sarpamani. It's called a bansalochana if it falls on some type of bamboo. That same water from that particular constellation manifests different jewels according to what the water falls on. As the container. Therefore, in the same way, the Lord performs different pastimes. If there is this uniqueness, this variety, then this variety of prem ras will not manifest. It's like cooking the same type of sabji every day. Yesterday you made the same thing, today you made the same thing, day before you made the same thing. Your husband will not be pleased. What are you doing? Is there only one type of vegetable available in the market? Only Bengal? Shankaracharya's mother was saying, there's guest in the house, you have to make some vegetable, go to the field and bring some Bengal. Shankaracharya was a small child, he brought one Bengal. The mother said, what good is one Bengal? We have 10-15 guests. There's no egg, they're all the only one Bengal. One type of Bengal in the field. They're all one. Egg, that too is still one, they're same. Shankaracharya's logic was like this. There's only one Brahma, there is no second. Brahma is, the Lord is Brahma Swarup. He is one, yes. But in Brahma there is no variety. Yes, it's okay to call Brahma, but there is no variety in Brahma. But in the Supreme Personality of Godhead there is variety, full of variety. This increases loving mellows. For this reason, at the time of the Jiva's manifestation, some come on Matsalya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, some on Sakka, Dasya. And in this way the Lord tastes and reciprocates. You cannot say, why did you give this Madhurilas and this person Sakya? Because of Prem Vaichitya, the variety of the loving mellows and the desire of the Lord. In this world, everything is full of variety. There are thousands of leaves on the tree, but one leaf is not the same as the other. There will be some difference between each leaf. Absolutely, there will be some difference. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad writes in his commentaries,
कभी नहीं हो सकता।
Sajatya Bhav. This Satya, having one mood prominent is known as Sajatya Bhav. But very rarely this. What this Gurnaksha, after leaving grains for a very long time, this insect eats into the grain and destroys the grain. When you sort the grains out, you have to sort them out, so clear the insects, the bad grain from the good grain. You have to husk, and you can see the insects, the tiny. By chance, they are moving. Some letter is formed by their movement. This is Gurnaksha, or and another example is that the tiny holes in bark of a tree, and sometimes those little holes make a letter of the alphabet just by coincidence. In the same way, you cannot have this exclusive one type of mood in its complete sense, because there will be no variety there. Rupa Manjari, he made one garland, and Rati Manjari made another garland, and there will be difference between the two. But if they make the same garland, there will still be some difference between the two garlands. What we mean to say, this variety is a stimulus for prem to take place. Jai Shri Radhe Hari Gopala Bola Govinda Bola Hari Gopala.